story.
I think he's doing it very professionally. We're also working with him and helping him.
Coronavirus is now blamed for more than 2,000 deaths in China, with over 74,000 sickened by the virus around the world. America is listening to Fox News.
Don't go out to eat. Go out to Eat at Chili's. Chicken or shrimp fajitas are now on 3 for $10. So hear that chicken sizzle. Ooh, yummy. Or that shrimp sizzle.
They sound so similar.
People laughing and having fun. Hey, Gary, maybe take it down a notch? It's a bit much. Sorry. Just kidding, Gary. Live your truth. Go out to Eat at Chili's for 3 for $10. That's a starter, fajita, and Coke, all for $10. Together, we Chili's. At participating restaurants only. Price may vary in Hawaii.
O'Reilly.
This is Jesse's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
As a nurse, not making it to work was not an option. But driving through the snow with my wiper blades struggling, I just didn't feel safe. So I pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts, and before I knew it, an employee was offering to install the wiper blades on my car. I got to stay out of the snow for a moment, and I still made it to work on time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
We interrupt programming to bring you Lamar Tiger Sports on your home, Lamar Tigers, My Country 101.7, KHFC Lamar. It's time for Lamar Tiger basketball on air at 101.7 and streaming audio online at mycountry1017.com. Tiger basketball is brought to you by Eisenhower Lumber, Dr. Brian Reesley, Lamar Bank and Trust, Gearhead Garage, McDonald's in Lamar, the Super 8 in Lamar, Lamar Travel Plaza, Redneck Outdoors, Beardy's Custom and Collision, Dairy Queen, O'Sullivan Property, Rustic Barn, Dunk's Auto Repair, Alex Carnes, your Edward Jones agent, American Family Insurance agent Eric Hughes, Seed and Farm Supply, Lamar Truck and Tire, Bull Insurance, Jones Plumbing, Heating and Air, Mike Carpino Ford, Community National Bank, Vision Solutions. Now let's go live courtside. Here's Todd McDonald and Chad Moore.
Good evening, Tiger fans. This is Todd McDonald, and sitting in with me tonight will be Michael Moyer. Chad's out with the flu tonight, so I had to recruit. So Michael's going to be bringing the video to us, and he's going to be helping me do the play-by-play, and we're gonna struggle through this, Michael.
Yeah, it's going to be an adventure tonight for sure. We're going to be doing video and trying to keep up with everything at the same time, so bear with us, but glad to bring the game to you all tonight.
Yeah. Okay. We're here at Lamar High School, and we're going to bring you some more Lamar Tiger men basketball on My Country 101.7, and we're glad to have you join us. This is the Eisenhower pregame show. Tonight, the Lamar Tiger men take on the Springfield Catholic in the Big 8 Conference crossover game. This is not a conference matchup. What they do is they take the 1 seeds and they let them play each other for a true conference championship and then so forth down the line. So these are the 3 seeds out of both sides of the conference. The Tigers, I'm trying to keep up with my reading here. The Springfield Catholic is in the East Division and Lamar's in the West. Lamar comes in with a record of 14-10 overall and 4-2 in the West. Springfield Catholic is 15-10 overall and 4-2 in the East. So we have the same records as far as conference play. I think they lost to Mount Vernon and Marshfield, I think.
Yeah, that'd be right. Mount Vernon's undefeated in the east side of the conference, and a pretty tough team at that. So
right.
I think we're evenly matched tonight. We'll see what senior night holds for the Tigers.
Yeah, and like Michael said, this is senior night, so we're trying to get the JV game wrapped up here. There's about 4 minutes here, and Lamar's in commanding lead there. They got a 20-point lead. It's 44-24 in the JV game. The freshman, I think, ended up losing Michael by 4 points to Springfield Catholic. So we're going to take a 3-minute break and get some advertising done in here and get our sponsors in. Then we'll come back and we'll discuss the game a little bit more. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
Eisenhower Lumber is your full-line lumber and hardware store, working to provide contractors, carpenters, and the do-it-yourselfers quality products and friendly service at competitive prices. How about Valspar Paint and Holland Grills? Eisenhower Lumber is your source for plumbing, electrical, paint, building materials, millwork, and lawn and garden. Eisenhower Lumber, 903 Gulf in Lamar, or call 682-5545. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Rebounding,
Show your school spirit every time you pull out your wallet. Get a School Pride debit card from Lamar Bank and Trust. Whether you're a Lamar Tiger, a Golden City Eagle, or a Liberal Bulldog, we can print your team colors right on your card. Every time you complete a signature-based transaction, LBT will give 5 cents back to your school. It may not sound like much, but over a year, it sure adds up. Stop by or visit LBT.com to learn more. LBT, a better way to bank. Member FDIC.
Is your car running rough? Maybe it needs some TLC from Gearhead. Gearhead Garage is conveniently located at 705 East 12th Street in Lamar and offer full automotive repair services, including repairs from rear ends to front ends and everything in between, even tires. Now you know why they're called Gearhead. Stop in and visit with Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearhead. Gearhead Garage, 705 East 12th Street in Lamar, a proud sponsor of Lamar Sports.
When someone you love is in need of constant care, you may find yourself constantly worrying, having to be ready to drop everything at any time. But there is hope, because there is help with in-home care provided by the Independent Living Center. As experts and advocates across all types of disability for Southwest Missouri, everyone can get their lives back without having to consider a nursing home. And you can go back to providing the most important thing, love. Visit ILCenter.org or call 659-8086. The Independent Living Center, inspiring independence.
McDonald's of Lamar is proud to be a supporter of all area students and athletes and would like to wish the Lamar Tigers congratulations and continued success throughout the season. McDonald's of Lamar is now under new owners. Shane and Kara Campbell are proud to be members of the Lamar community. Whether you dine in or drive through, they strive to give you the best and most courteous service around. McDonald's of Lamar. Make them your first stop before each game and check out their full menu of great food, drinks, coffee, and ice cream. McDonald's of Lamar, proudly supporting the Lamar Tigers.
Dr. Brian Reevely proudly supports the Lamar Tiger Athletics and has committed his practice to serving his patients by using current techniques and technology to provide optimum dental health. All phases of dentistry are provided, including short-term orthodontics for older teens and adults for a total wear time of only 6 to 9 months. No dental insurance? Call for information about our in-house benefit plan and see if it might help you or your family get the care that they need. Saturday appointments are available. Call 682-3393 for an appointment and find us fast in names and numbers.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back here to the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show, and you are listening to Lamar men's basketball on My Country 101.7. Michael, I chatted with Coach Powell just a few minutes there during the JV game and got some keys to his success tonight, and first thing he said was transition defense, and I'm guessing that Springfield Catholic likes to get up and down the floor, push it. I mean, that's kind of what we've seen in this JV game. It's been fast-paced. You know, so I'm guessing that's kind of what he's talking about there.
Yeah, the freshmen as well. Just a lot of good athletes out there on the floor for Springfield Catholic, and you know, I think that's always the games that I've worked this year for Coach. That's been one of the keys in most all of them, just
right.
To get us back. So.
Right, and he'll switch defenses. You know, he plays a lot of different defenses and tries to keep the other team on his toes. Another thing he said is, you know, we got to rebound the ball well, offensively and defensively. You know, limit their second shots, and then, you know, try to get the second shots also on the offensive end of the court. And his last one was, he said no turnovers, and I kind of smiled at him when he said, well, okay, let's limit the turnovers then.
Yeah, I think maybe none. I don't know if none is attainable, if that's ever happened, but that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we did a game the other night, and I did come and watch them play East Newton Friday night. We didn't have that one on the air, but the boys played really well. I don't know how many turnovers they had that night, but I mean, they played about as well as they could that night. And a couple nights before that, we had them, at like 12 turnovers. So, if they can keep it down there, in low double digits, I'm sure, he'll be happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. I think most all coaches that I've ever dealt with, if we can get it in the single digits, especially, you're having a good night.
Yeah,
taking care of the ball.
Exactly. And so we talked a little bit about, and I know the people's heard me say this, for the last couple of years that we've been on the air, about the difference between Springfield basketball and Joplin basketball. And what I mean by that is the schools that are around Springfield and the ones down here in southwest Missouri. And I'd ask you, when you were still refereeing, if you did much reffing up there. And you said you did, and I think you kind of agree with me that, it's just kind of a different level.
It is, and there's a different style a little bit, too. Refereed several years in the Springfield Association and Joplin at the same time, so I was able to see both. We tend to be a little more physical on the Joplin side, but a little more technical, if that's the right term, in the Springfield area. So,
well, I'd like it a lot more up there because I'm more of the technical, the way basketball used to be played, not so rough. A lot of times I call basketball, football without pads, it seems like.
That's right.
We're going to take another 3-minute break here, and maybe we'll get this JV game wrapped up. We got about 44 seconds. Then they're going to go into the senior night. It looks like I think we got 5 basketball players that'll be recognized, and then I think there's a couple other sports there too. So,
and there's managers as well being recognized tonight.
All right, so we're going to take another 3-minute break, and we'll come back and do a little coverage of that senior night, and then we'll get this game going here before long. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
Going across town or across the country, the Lamar Travel Plaza 66 has what you need. The convenience store has plenty of food and drinks to stock up for the game or the road trip.
They can hear us on
when you need fuel, get one of the best-selling fuels
you're
Phillips
getting bonus
66.
coverage here of the JV
There's an
game.
ATM to fill your pocket and great hot and ready food in the deli.
Tonight,
plus
so
Hunt Brothers Pizza to keep you going.
Lamar
Travel Plaza Phillips 66 also has a stock trucker store, propane bottles, a public fax, and copier. The Lamar Travel Plaza Phillips 66, Highway 160 and I-49, Lamar, Missouri.
The management staff and all employees of Redneck Outdoors, one of the Barton County area's largest employers, would like to wish the Barton County area teams a great year. Redneck Outdoors is always a supporter of area student athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and the entire school system. It takes a lot to create a winning team, and Redneck Outdoors would like to recognize everyone involved. Redneck is always looking for qualified applicants for employment and is proud to support the Barton County area's workforce. Redneck offers competitive wages, health benefits, 401k, as well as an employee stock ownership program. You can apply at 1705 Gulf, Lamar, Missouri, or call 417-682-1927. Redneck Outdoors, nationally known, locally owned and operated. Proud to be a part of Barton County. Redneck is an equal opportunity employer.
Beardy's Custom and Collision can customize your prize ride. Bring it back from what it was to what it can be, and to any extreme you can imagine. Chopped, lowered, painted, or back to original glory. Beardy's Custom and Collision also does basic to extreme repairs on your everyday driver. If you've had a fender bender or a major crash, Beardy's can put it back just like it was. They work with your insurance too to make sure everything's taken care of. Beardy's Custom and Collision treats your car just like it was their own. East of Lamar on 160, then straight on Highway E. Give them a call, 417-537-0018, or check them out on Facebook. Beardy's Custom and Collision. That's Beardies, custom with a K and collision.
Are you in the market for a rental home or business property? A call to O'Sullivan Properties will probably fulfill your needs. O'Sullivan Properties has a wide selection of properties available in the Lamar area, from apartments to business property, available to fit your needs. O'Sullivan Properties wishes the Lamar Tigers the best of luck throughout the season. The staff and management of O'Sullivan Properties is a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers, on the field or in the classroom. O'Sullivan Properties. Stop in at 1011 Gold or call them at 417-682-5521.
Hey, DQ fans, the 2 for $4 Super Snack is here to be your new snack time fuel up. Conquer the day and everyday crave by mixing and matching any 2 of your favorite snacks, like pretzel sticks and a sundae. a cheeseburger and a
Fill in a
Coke,
little bit.
or fries and chicken strips. And for only $4. That's pure snack power. Which combo will you try first? Swing by and find snackification today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
The Rustic Barn Flea Market in Lamar is the unique store for antiques, vintage, rustic, collectibles, and home decor, plus handcrafted cedar furniture. The Rustic Barn is your authorized U-Haul dealer and your authorized dealer for Sunrise Buildings and Carolina Carports. No credit check financing available. Now introducing the Rustic Wrench Small Engine Repair and Service. Full service on all outdoor equipment. Delivery pickup available. Buy, sell, and trade. They are also your dealer for Encore, Zero Turn, and Walk Behind Mowers. The Rustic Barn and Rustic Wrench, east side of Lamar on 160. Call them at 417-295-1119 or find them on Facebook, The Rustic Barn Flea Market.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back here to the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show. And, Michael, they're getting ready to start with the senior nights here, so we'll kind of run through that a little bit with them as they come out. And I think you got some video up of them. And the first one out is going to be Trey Evans, and that's the son of Rodney and Kathy Evans. The next one will be Dante Stahl, and it's the son of Donovan and Jessica Stahl. Wyatt Hull. I was trying to see if they were in line as they gave me this. Wyatt Hull's son of Mike and Kelly Hull. J.D. Bishop, son of Kent and Kristen Bishop. And Connor O'Neill's son of Pat and Michelle O'Neill. And that is your 5 senior basketball players. They got a couple of managers here. Manager Travis Knowles. Son of Barbara Knowles is going to be escorted by Jeff and Jenny Tucker. And the other manager is Madeline Gastel, daughter of Brian Gastel and Nancy Torbeck. So you'll kind of hear that in the background here as we're getting ready. I will go ahead and tell you our next broadcast will be Saturday at 1 o'clock from Aurora High School, and the girls start their district play from over there, and they are the 8th seed in our district, and they will be playing Clever at 1 o'clock at Aurora, and I think we are going to have video with that, Michael?
That's right, yeah, planning on having video Saturday, so those of you who can't make the trip to Aurora can watch the Lady Tigers in district play.
Right, and hopefully Chad will be healed up by then, and we'll all three be giving it full go then. And then the boys will be in action on Monday night, I think at 5:30, and I believe they play Circoxie.
That's right.
And Circoxie comes in with a real good record. I don't really know, the competition they played. I know they got beat over at Lockwood last week, and that was a good win for Lockwood, and so we'll be following both boys and girls all the way through districts, as far as they advance. Hopefully the boys can get hot and do what they did last year and win that district championship.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at the district bracket, there's it's pretty open.
Yeah.
Records wise, overall records, I think the number 1 seed has a 14-10 record.
Yeah,
similar to us.
Yeah, and that would be Mount Vernon.
That's right.
And we're more than likely, if we can beat Circoxie, that's who we'd see in the second game. Mm-hmm. And then East Newton would be on the other side of the bracket, and I think there's some other pretty good teams in that side too. Also, with this senior night, there's a couple of cheerleaders, and we had them up on the radio the other night, and we was happy to get them up. Tegan Tornbeck, is that how you pronounce that? Tegan?
Yes.
Tegan Tornbeck, daughter of Mary Torbeck and Mark Cherry, and Molly Payne is the daughter of Judd and Becky Payne. So they're your seniors tonight for basketball, cheer, and then a couple managers thrown in there as well. And they're wrapping this up here right now, and they got 15 minutes on the clock, and the kids are going to start warming up.
And we might also mention, of course, Hallie Miller and Faith White
from
the girls. We didn't get to broadcast either one of us on their senior night as well. It was a tough night to get out, and but definitely worth mentioning. Those girls, they put in a lot of hard work, and all the seniors. So
yeah, and we've had both them up, after the girls broadcast, and we're gonna get Trey Evans up tonight after the game. He's the only senior. He's been injured, a lot of the year, and I asked Coach Powell when he was going to bring him up, and he said, he's just getting back to playing. He said, I'll get him in sometime. So I asked him tonight to bring him up. And then, as we go through districts, we'll get them kids back, all them seniors back up here again and let them talk. So let's take another 3-minute break as they're going to get the clock going here. And I know you guys are probably getting tired of listening to us talk. And we're running out of stuff to say, too, aren't we,
we'll get
Michael?
this game started soon. We'll come back here, and we'll have some starting lineups for you and that kind of thing.
All right, so we're going to take another 3-minute break and send it back to the station. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
Directly off I-49, exit 77, near Harry S. Truman Birthplace Memorial, our award-winning smoke-free Super 8 by Wyndham, Lamar, Missouri. Your room will have a mini refrigerator, flat-screen TV, coffee and tea maker. Whirlpool baths, kitchenettes, and executive suites are available. Book your accommodations with us at pet-friendly Super 8 by Wyndham in Lamar, Missouri.
Dunk's Auto Repair, your new choice in Lamar, can handle all your automotive needs. Complete auto repair at fair prices without the long wait. Dunk's has the experienced people to get the job done right the first time. Dunk's Auto Repair has some of the latest in diagnostic equipment to get you back on the road sooner. It's getting warmer. Now's the time to have that air conditioner checked out for those hot days ahead. Dunk's Auto Repair, across from Orchlands, Highway 160 in Lamar, or call 417-681-0848. Dunk's Auto Repair, to get you on the road again.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Vision Solutions provides outstanding medical and routine eye care for patients of all ages, with 3 locations to serve you in Lamar, Nevada, and Stockton. Need glasses or contacts? Visit their office for the newest technology and latest styles to fulfill all your vision needs. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the video broadcast of Lamar Tigers football and prides themselves on protecting the eyes of their Tigers since 1969. Find them on Facebook, online at myvisionsolutions.com, or call 682-3301 to schedule an appointment.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Rude. So here's to reliability, built into everything we do. Rely on Rude.
Get reliable year-round comfort with the new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air, the local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
Have you heard the news? Mike Carpino Ford of Columbus is proud to announce the all-new Mike Carpino Ford Parsons and Mike Carpino Ford Lincoln in Pittsburgh. We would like to invite you to stop by any of our 3 locations in Columbus, Parsons, or Pittsburgh to experience the real difference a dealer can make with your vehicle purchase. And check out our website, MikeCarpino.com. With over 300 vehicles to choose from, we're sure to have the right one for you. We look forward to you joining the Mike Carpino family of Ford dealerships.
And now, for Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back to the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show. And sitting in with me tonight, if you're just joining us or you joined us late, Michael Moyer sitting in for Chad Moore tonight. He's got a touch of this little illness that's been going around, and we went down to Reed's Springs last night. Reed's Spring. We talked about saying that wrong last night, but we went all the way down there last night for the girls' game. The girls got them a good win down there in their crossover game. I think it ended up 44-40 or something like that. They won by 4 points. So Mandy and the girls were, they were excited to get another win on the season.
Yeah, it was a great win for them, and they had a big third quarter. They actually, I was coming home late from work, planned to join you guys last night, but couldn't make it. But on the way home, the Lady Tigers were down by quite a bit when I tuned in the second quarter, and they were able to turn it around and have a 19-4 third period. So pretty awesome job by the Lady Tigers.
I think we scored 4 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter, and I think we was down by 13 at halftime.
Yeah.
And then they come out and they put that 19-4 quarter together, you know, and the last quarter kind of ended up on free throw shooting. You know, we talked about their free throw shooting, and I don't think me and Chad had done a game that they'd shot over 50%.
Yep.
And last night they shot 61%, which is not great, but they're making strides,
better.
So
yeah, I know Coach Mandy Moyer is having them shoot every day in practice. Free throws is a number one priority for them, and so it's paying off a little bit, and you know they're just getting better.
Yeah. And you know they got a lot of young players playing. So with only 2 seniors on there, Hallie Miller and Faith White, you know, so there's a lot of them girls getting a lot of valuable experience. I was really surprised with Reed's Springs numbers. They only had 10 girls dressed out, and so I think they only ended up playing a couple of quarters. We got out of there, and Lamar was up 8-2 or something like that. So, you know, I'd say they went ahead and took care of that. So I want to go over our sponsors real quick here. Our pregame sponsor, which they're getting a lot of airtime tonight because we've, you know, kind of got on the air a little bit early, but that is the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show. Then our halftime sponsor is Jones Plumbing and Heating. Our postgame is Bull Insurance. Our coach's interview is sponsored by Community National Bank, and we'll have Coach Powell up after the game as well. During the game, you'll hear us. Sometimes we forget, we get excited too. But our 3-point sponsor is Gearheads Garage, and our free throws sponsor is Lamar Bank and Trust. And then we have that defensive stop sponsor, which is the Chop Shop.
That's right.
And we appreciate all them, you know, sponsors. And when we come on the air, you know, they tell all the other sponsors too. But if you hear a commercial and you're in one of these businesses, hey, tell them thank you for paying the money to put this on where we can come up here and we can bring these games to you.
Sure, and bear with me as well because, you know, as most of you know, I do the video broadcast. That's something we do kind of just for fun, but LBT and Community National also sponsor that, and I'm grateful for that, but I'm not used to reading those as the game goes along, so Todd's going to help me out tonight.
Yeah, we'll struggle through it, and we'll try to get everybody a lot of airtime. We're going to get a lot of commercials in here, so we're going to take, I guess, go ahead and take another 3-minute break. We got about 7.5 minutes before this game starts. And then we'll be back, and maybe we won't have to take so many breaks, and we can stay here and talk about the game.
Yeah,
there you go. So we're going to take another 3-minute break, and you are listening to Lamar Tiger Basketball on My Country 101.7.
When someone you love is in need of constant care, you may find yourself constantly worrying, having to be ready to drop everything at any time. But there is hope, because there is help with in-home care provided by the Independent Living Center. As experts and advocates across all types of disability for Southwest Missouri, everyone can get their lives back without having to consider a nursing home. And you can go back to providing the most important thing, love. Visit ISLCenter.org or call 659-8086. The Independent Living Center, inspiring independence.
Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn-out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday, and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire, just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
McDonald's of Lamar is proud to be a supporter of all area students and athletes, and would like to wish the Lamar Tigers congratulations and continued success throughout the season. McDonald's of Lamar is now under new owners. Shane and Kara Campbell are proud to be members of the Lamar community. Whether you dine in or drive through, they strive to give you the best and most courteous service around. McDonald's of Lamar. Make them your first stop before each game and check out their full menu of great food, drinks, coffee, and ice cream. McDonald's of Lamar, proudly supporting the Lamar Tigers.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Rude. So here's to reliability, built into everything we do. Rely on Rude.
Get reliable year-round comfort with the new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air, the local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Eisenhower Lumber is your full-line lumber and hardware store, working to provide contractors, carpenters, and the do-it-yourselfers quality products and friendly service at competitive prices. How about Valspar Paint and Holland Grills? Eisenhower Lumber is your source for plumbing, electrical, paint, building materials, millwork, and lawn and garden. Eisenhower Lumber, 903 Gulf in Lamar, or call 682-5545. Find them fast in names and numbers.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
All right, welcome back here to Lamar High School and the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show. This is Michael Moyer sitting in for Chad Moore tonight, and here with Todd McDonald joining you from Lamar High School for a crossover matchup. If you're just joining us with Springfield Catholic, we're going to run down the starters tonight for both teams as we're about almost 4 minutes from tip-off, and we'll get this thing started. So tonight for the Tigers, we've got an all-senior lineup, and the Tigers do have 5 seniors that are basketball players. Tonight, Trey Evans will get the start, number 1, as well as number 4, Dante Stahl, number 15, Wyatt Hall, number 21, J.D. Bishop, and number 55, Big Connor O'Neill. And also, you've got the starters there, Todd, for Springfield Catholic this evening.
Yeah, be number 3, Layman O'Reilly. He's a 6'1" sophomore. Zach Howard, 6'4" sophomore. John David Bigler. He's a 5'10" junior. Will Squibb, 6'2" junior. And Will Morrison, a 6'5" senior.
Yeah, they've got some height. They've got a 6'5" and a 6'4" in the starting lineup. So.
Yeah, and, Michael, we ended up playing Springfield Catholic a couple of times last year. We played them in the crossover game, and me and Chad didn't do that game, but I know it was a real good game. It was at Springfield Catholic, and I think we ended up losing that one by 8 or something like that. And then after we won our district, they won their district, and that was who we had to play in sectional. And me and Chad did do that game from Willard, and that was a really, really good ball game. Lamar ended up losing that game by, I think, 4. And just to tell you the caliber of team they were last year, I believe they got second in state last year. And the year before that, they won the state championship.
Yeah, the Tigers had a great squad last year, and that was a great atmosphere in Willard, if I remember right. A lot of people in the gymnasium and just a fun time.
Yeah, it was a fun time because the Mount Vernon girls were there, and they were playing the Stratford girls. And if you've never got to see the Stratford girls play, that's a treat.
Yeah.
Mount Vernon we thought was a really, really good girls team, and they were. But we stayed for the first half after we did the Lamar boys game. And I think Mount Vernon had put up 6 or 8 points in the first half, and Stratford had 30, and they were just shutting them. They were basically just shutting them down, So
Stratford is just a machine.
Yeah.
And they actually they lost their winning streak this year.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But they're still they've lost 2 games or something like that.
Yeah, well, I seen last night that they actually lost a conference game.
Oh, wow.
And that was the first conference game they'd lost since 2015. So
wow.
We're getting ready to go to they're going to do the national anthem here. So we're gonna take another break here, and then they'll have the starting lineups, and we will be back, and we'll finally get a ball game started. I know we've been telling you guys that for 30 minutes, but it's kind of hard to guess when a ball game is going to start.
We just wanted to get you primed up tonight.
Yeah. You got to hear us talk, and we got a lot of advertising in. So we're going to take another 2-minute break, and they're going to play the national anthem, and then we'll be back for some Tiger basketball. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
Farming is a competitive business. which is why the 4-state farmers entrust their grain handling to France, like France Field grain belts, capable of moving up to 14,000 bushels per hour. These belts are the most efficient in their class, saving you time and money. Our full line of augers, belts, carts, and vacs gets the job done every time. So if you're looking for an advantage at harvest time, get yourself some worry-free performance from Brandt and lead the field. Check out Seed and Farm at their new location at 33 Northeast First Lane, just north of McDonald's in Lamar. Check them out online at seedandfarm.com or give them a call at 417-682-6465.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit Bull Insurance Agency in Lamar today at bullinsuranceagency.com.
Show your school spirit every time you pull out your wallet. Get a School Pride debit card from Lamar Bank and Trust. Whether you're a Lamar Tiger, a Golden City Eagle, or a Liberal Bulldog, we can print your team colors right on your card. Every time you complete a signature-based transaction, LBT will give 5 cents back to your school. It may not sound like much, but over a year, it sure adds up. Stop by or visit lbt.com to learn more. LBT, a better way to bank. Member FDIC.
Is your car running rough? Maybe it needs some TLC from Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage is conveniently located at 705 East 12th Street in Lamar and offer full automotive repair services, including repairs from rear ends to front ends and everything in between, even tires. Now you know why they're called Gearhead. Stop in and visit with Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage, 705 East 12th Street in Lamar, a proud sponsor of Lamar Sports.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back here to Lamar High School, and you heard the end of the national anthem there. So we're getting ready they're going to do the starting lineups here. And Michael, it's always interesting, you know, as they're playing the national anthem, I look over there at the student section, and they've usually got a theme going on, and I was trying to figure out what it is tonight, and it looks like must be throwback uniforms, or, you know, probably some of them maybe you wore back in high school.
Maybe jersey night, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They've got old Lamar stuff on, and some of them's got Chief stuffs on. So I guess it's jersey night maybe. So we're getting ready to start this game here. And Michael, what do you expect out of this game?
Well, we talked, it seems like forever ago now, but the keys to the game, rebounding, turnovers, and transition defense. Rebounding, I think, something that we want to keep an eye on. Like I said before, they've got a 6'4" and a 6'5" starter. Of course, we're big, we're physical. We got big Connor O'Neill in there, but something we want to keep an eye on going down the stretch.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if they let him play inside. You know, a lot of times I think Connor, you know, just because he's so big and he bumps into somebody and they fall down and they want to call a foul, you know. Yep. And so, you know, this will be a test for him, you know, having somebody match up against him. It's like Coach Powell says, most of the time nobody matches up with Connor, and if he just takes his time, he can score on anybody.
Yeah, definitely. And again, just want to highlight, they're doing the starting lineups right now. Awesome time right now and for the seniors to get to run through the tunnel of their teammates one more time and get introduced at home for the last time, you know, in Tiger uniform.
And Trey and Dante Stahl are, you know, probably two of them that hasn't got to start a lot of games this year, you know, because of injury. They've both, I know Dante's had knee problems, and I think Trey was maybe an ankle or something like that. So it's nice to see them all out there and healthy and be able to start a ball game, and hopefully they can, you know, hang with them here and get to stay in the game for a while before a coach has to make any substitutions.
Absolutely, and they've been great role players for the team.
Oh, yeah.
And they've all been very instrumental in this team and everything as far as the success has gone. So, and if you guys are watching on line with us tonight, bear with us. We got two set cameras. I'm going to switch between them as we go and try to keep up with the score as well as call the game. So
I'm going to try to help
goes.
Michael out with the sponsors and stuff like that. So we'll just stumble through it tonight.
That's right. And the Tigers get the tip out to J.D. Bishop, and he hands it off to Dante Stahl, and we're going to bring it across the timeline. So the Tigers looking for a little motion here early. Springfield Catholic looks like they're in a man-to-man. And pass over to J.D. Bishop, up to Wyatt Hall, to Dante Stahl. Passing around the key, J.D. gets an open jump shot here, and that's no good, and that's rebounded by Springfield Catholic, and they're going to take it down for their first possession of the evening. The Irish coming out, and they're going to do the same thing. They're cutting, looking to pass. We got a drive here by number 3. Quick foul here by Trey Evans as he's holding off his man there, Liam O'Reilly, as he drives to the basket. So not a bad foul. Just kind of measuring everybody up, and a steal there by J.D. Bishop, but it's tipped back to the Irish. And a shot there by number 5 for them. That's Zach Howe, no good, and the Tigers are going to take the ball back. J.D. Bishop goes the other way. So J.D. just pulls it out, and the Tigers are just looking inside for Connor O'Neill. He's got it. A turnaround right hand, no good. And again, they're going to go back to Springfield Catholic on the defensive rebound. So they're just working around the lane. Number 40 inside. Connor O'Neill with the block as he tries to bring it up on him. He got a little taste of some big country there, Todd, on his second possession of the evening.
And it does look like so far they're going to let them play and beat and bang in there a little bit, and that's good to see tonight.
Yeah, and that was Will Morrison for Springfield Catholic driving the lane. Nope. Number 3 for Springfield Catholic, Liam O'Reilly drives the baseline and just steps on the end line. It's going to be a turnover, and the Tigers are going to get the possession back. No score yet here early in the first quarter. A couple possessions by both teams. And J.D. Bishop brings the ball down the court and is looking to set up the offense for the Tigers. J.D. driving a little jump shot in the lane, no good. Connor O'Neill grabs the ball, but falls to the floor, and they're going to call a travel on him there, Todd. I'm not sure if he had possession, but
yeah, I think he got tripped up. I think Wyatt Hall was down there going to go for the rebound too and just got tripped up a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of traffic inside. Springfield Catholic work it back inside, but they pass it back around to the key. Top of the key, drive and cut, down to 40. That's no good. Another attempt by 40. Tried to block it again by Connor O'Neill, but it's going to be the first bucket of the night for Springfield Catholic. And 40, that's Will Morrison with 2 points for the Irish. They kind of end some full court pressure here against the Tigers after that first make. But the Tigers break it easily, and Dante Stahl tees up a three-pointer. It's no good. And that's rebounded by Will Morrison, but tipped out by Trey Evans, and it's going to be Irish basketball.
That was a good hustle there by Trey, trying to get his hand on it and make something happen there.
Wyatt Hall playing tough defense, gets in there and bumps a little bit. Will Morrison with a step-back three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Dante Hall. He throws it forward, and that's tipped, and he regains possession in the backcourt. And the Tigers get it into their side of the court. Wyatt Hall drives the baseline, puts up a shot, no iron. And Springfield Catholic gets the ball, and they're going to push it down the other end, and that's 2 points for Catholic. That's a good pass down the court. Eyes up to find Zach Howell for 2 points. Dante Stahl working on his defender, gets it across the timeline. 5 count going, but he gets it out of his hands. Trey Evans inside to Connor O'Neill. That's no good. Offensive rebound by Dante Stahl, and that basket's good. So the Tigers get on the board tonight. Dante Stahl gets the first bucket of the night, and he's going to have a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, that's a good job working on the boards underneath there by Dante, and you know, Connor's having a hard time. He's got some guys matched up on him that's the same size as him, and he'll get her going, though.
Yeah, we keep getting the ball inside and getting opportunities as Dante makes his free throw to complete the three-point play there.
We got a couple of substitutions. Mason Gastel's checked in, and Case Tucker also.
Catholic already inside to Will Morrison on the other end. That's no good. That ball is tipped out of bounds, and they're going to give the ball to the Tigers. So a quick possession for Springfield Catholic, and they're going to be in full court pressure here. looking to slow us down here as we get a ball across. Case Tucker working on his defender. He picks up the ball in the backcourt, but finds J.D. Bishop, who dishes to Wyatt Hall, who good body control but misses the layup, and he gets the rebound, kicks it out to J.D., and he scores 2. So the Tigers able to get 5 points on the last 2 possessions. Springfield Catholic quickly back down the court. Will Morrison, top of the key, over to Liam O'Reilly. And number 10 in the corner makes the 3. That's John David Bigler with a 3 for Springfield Catholic. He gets on the board. And it's a 7-5 lead for Catholic here midway through the first quarter. Not a lot of fouls to start the game, 1-1, but the Tigers were able to get a 3-point play out of it, and Mason Gastel's got the ball at the top of the key.
I think the score is wrong. I think it ought to be 8-4, Michael.
Okay. You're probably right there. I'm going to have to mirror the scoreboard, and we'll see if they stop it and fix it here. Connor O'Neill with the ball inside. He's got a nice turnaround there. It's contested, but it's no good. But defensive rebound by Catholic. And that's number 5 for Catholic on the three-pointer, but it's no good. Rebounded by 10. Drive the lane. Ball is tipped. Tipped out of the hand by Case Tucker. The balls are in back to Catholic. A lot going on here. Will Morrison drives the lane, gets a bucket, gets Connor O'Neill up into the air, and a foul on O'Neill. So that's going to send Morrison to the line.
I can be wrong on that score too, but I know Dante made the basket and the free throw, and then did we score another bucket?
I don't think we did. They had their 2 and then a 3, and now 1 as Morrison puts down the first of 2. We'll just keep an eye on the official score. We'll mirror theirs until they change it.
Yeah, they'll get it straightened out.
And the second for Morrison's up, and it's good as well. So the Tigers take the ball out of bounds. 9-5, Springfield Catholic here. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. J.D. Bishop's bringing the ball down. He tosses it to Mason Gastel. And he's just looking to set something up here for the Tigers. Out to Connor Schaff. Over to J.D., who drives the lane. Dishes to Gastel. He throws it back out. Nobody home. Turnover for the Tigers. I think he was looking for Wyatt Hall there. But it was about 6 feet to his right and just went into the stands. So Catholic's going to get the ball back here on the turnover. We're going to have a pushing foul called on Wyatt Hall as number 5, Zach Howell, drives the lane. He seems to be a pretty athletic player for him.
He's got a pretty good left elbow that he likes to wrap around and clear out as he goes by somebody too.
Number 10, John David Bigler, no good on the jump shot, rebounded by Mason Gastel. And he looks for Case Tucker on the other end. Case throws up a 3, that's no good, but rebounded by Connor Schaff, no good as well. And the defensive rebound by Springfield Catholic. So Bigler looking inside. That's tipped away by J.D. Bishop.
Oh.
And number 40 for Catholic throws it out, but we get it back as Gastel takes the ball, and the ball's just kind of flying around. Catholic's got it back and running the floor here, and that's number 5. Zach Howell gets the bucket, gets his own offensive rebound, and finishes. I'm sorry if you're watching online. I just ruined that entire possession.
Didn't change cameras?
I didn't change the camera, but
you got a lot going on.
We're getting there, folks, so I apologize. 11-5 here as Zach Howell's going to go to the free throw line to try and put in a three-point play.
Yeah, Michael, it started out, didn't look like it was going to be that fast-paced, but here in the last couple minutes, it's really picked up, and they're pushing it. They are letting them play. Lamar does have 4 team fouls. Good thing is they're spread out, but it does look like they're going to let them play and get after it a little bit.
Yeah, and the Tigers doing a good job getting the ball inside and getting the shots that they want there, but just haven't been able to put them down here early. So we'll see. Catholic kind of went on a run there for the last about 45 seconds, really.
Yeah.
Pretty quick run. So Zach Howell to the line for Catholic, and he finishes off the old-fashioned three-point play.
And I don't imagine Coach Powell really wants to get in a running game with him, with anybody. You know, he said that one game they won over at Bolivar, he said, yeah, we won that game, but he said that's not our style to run and gun like that all the time.
Right. And the Tigers are just working it here. It looks like they're trying to slow it down a little bit and get into an offensive set and just be a little more patient. Case Tucker driving the lane for the Tigers, and defensive rebound for Catholic as it goes off the iron. And number 5, Zach Howell, pulls up for a three there, and it's no good. But offensive rebound for the Irish as 33, Ben Gallegos picks it up for him. Driving the lane there for the Irish is number 3, Liam O'Reilly, but the ball's tipped out of his hands, and that ball's going to stay here with Springfield Catholic. So 55.2 on the clock, 5-12 or 12-5 Springfield Catholic here in the first quarter. They just went on a quick run. And they've got the ball here, trying to close out the quarter. Connor O'Neill with the great block as Zach Howell drives the lane and goes up, but he wasn't expecting to be met by number 55 as he tosses it out of bounds. Number 3, O'Reilly at the top, 45 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. Case Tucker guarding him up high. He dribbles to his left. Back over to Zach Howell as they're kind of look like they're going to work for one shot here, Todd.
Yeah.
And Howell pushes it back out to Gallegos.
Yeah, they just got a little set there at the free throw line that they're popping out. I've never really seen it done like this, but kind of neat to see a different style.
Something new, something new. And Howell brings Liam O'Reilly back out, top of the key. Case Tucker's on him tight, and he actually going to get a foul here with 10.4 on the clock in the first quarter.
You know, and you say, well, that's not that big a deal, but, I mean, that gets them one foul closer to being in bonus. And, you know, that played right into what Catholic's coach wanted us to do.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And you didn't get to see that if you're watching online, but Case Tucker just hit the ball out of bounds in the backcourt on the inbounds.
Yeah, that's just a bonus for him as he goes into that stall trying to play for one shot. You know, he picks up another foul and gets that much closer to a bonus.
Gallegos brings it down with 3 seconds on the clock and is able to finish. And so the Springfield Catholic Fighting Irish are able to get a bucket out of that last 55 seconds. They held the ball for the entire minute and are able to get a layup. So at the end of one, the Tigers, Lamar Tigers 5 and Springfield Catholic 14. It feels like it's a farther gap than it really is. I guess watching the game, they kind of went on a run there, and hopefully the Tigers can answer.
Right. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
American Family Agent Eric Hughes and his staff, Amber and Kimber, invite you to come in and review your insurance needs. Eric has home, commercial, life, and auto to cover all your insurance needs, and American Family to back you all the way. Having an accident or claim is a difficult time, and Eric, Amber, and Kimber will make it much easier to deal with. Being underinsured or not insured can be tragic. Stop by the office today at 407 West 12th Street in Lamar or call 417-682-3725. For peace of mind, have the right insurance agent, Eric Hughes and American Family.
American Family Insurance.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back here to Lamar High School, and this is the Lamar Tiger basketball, where Lamar is trailing Springfield Catholic 14-5 in the start of the second quarter, and I'll let you take it back over, Michael.
Yeah, quick three-pointer here for the Irish is no good, and they get offensive rebound. That's Will Morrison, blocked by Connor O'Neill, who gets the rebound and kind of has to push a defender from hanging off of him. So good job by Connor O'Neill to get that rebound. The Catholic fans think that should be a foul on O'Neill, it looks like.
What did they call a foul?
They did not. Well,
okay.
I don't know. They did. They did call a foul on Catholic there. They just reported it super quick.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, the referee here on the Seaside turned and gave it to the table, and they put it right in. J.D. Bishop inside for the Tigers, and he's going to get 2. So that'll get the Tigers going back here to start out the second quarter. That's what we needed. And we got a foul on the backside. Quick one away from the ball. Number 15, Wyatt Hall, is going to get called for the foul away from play. So I didn't actually see, Todd, what happened. I heard the whistle, and
I didn't either.
got a call.
The official on the baseline called it, and it was clear up towards the top of the key.
Three-pointer at the top of the key for Catholic, and it's no good, and we get the rebound. Mason Gastel pulls it down, and he's going to take the ball down the court for the Tigers. Wyatt Hall on the wing. He's going to drive the baseline. Turns back into the lane, and a nice stop for the shot, but no good off the front of the rim. As number 3, O'Reilly, brings it down for Springfield Catholic. Gallegos at the top of the key, shoots 3, no good. And that ball is tipped around, and the Tigers grab it. Wyatt Hall in the corner. So both teams struggling a little bit with their shooting right now, but the Tigers able to get that rebound. J.D. Bishop brings it back down, looking for the roll off of a pick. But instead, he stops and pops. That's no good. And a rebound by Catholic. That's Liam O'Reilly to bring the ball down for the Fighting Irish. Over to Gallegos, top of the key, back to O'Reilly. Morrison, top of the key, and Will Squibb shoots a 3, and that's no good. And Mason Gastel with another rebound. So Mason Gastel racking up some rebounds here early, Todd.
Yep, doing a good job, and just like Coach Powell said, you know, we got to limit their shots, and we're doing a pretty good job. We've had some balls that's been batted around a little bit.
Inside to J.D. Bishop, the Tigers are working, looking for a shot. Mason Gastel drives the lane, and his shot is blocked. Good look on the play, but no good. And Gallegos goes the other end as they throw the full court pass ahead, and Catholic gets a quick bucket off of that as the Tigers were not back in transition. That's one of the keys of the game. They're going to have to get back because Catholic's ready to run.
Yeah, they got a timeout here, so let's take a full minute break. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Rude. So here's to reliability, built into everything we do. Rely on Rude.
Get reliable year-round comfort with the new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air, the local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
If you're afraid of going to the dentist, you should consider visiting Dr. Jeff Moyer and exploring the idea of sedation dentistry. Dr. Moyer can fix your teeth, restore sore gums, and brighten your smile without discomfort. By taking advantage of the sedation dentistry option, you'll feel like you slept through your appointment. No more hiding your smile or putting up with unnecessary tooth pain. Find out how sedation dentistry can change your life. Call Dr. Moyer's office at 417-682-5871 to make an appointment today.
Find them fast in names and numbers. And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back here to Lamar High School on 101.7. The Lamar Tigers are down 7-16 right now to Springfield Catholic in the second period. 5 minutes left on the clock. Mason Gastel's just working around for the Tigers. Connor Schaff over to J.D. Bishop. The Tigers just trying to get kind of back in this game here. It's not out of hand, but Catholic went on a run. So the Tigers trying to get back in it here before half. Catholic pressuring Mason Gastel at the top of the key. He drives the lane, kicks to Connor Schaff, and he hits the 3 as he gets on the board. That's what we needed right there, Todd.
Yeah, Connor come in the other night in the East Newton game, and I don't know how many he ended up with, but I think he hit 2 or 3 three-pointers.
And the Irish inside to Squibb, and he's got a little turnaround left hand, and that's 2 for Springfield Catholic.
This is just a good old-fashioned man-to-man. You know, everybody's going to play man and get what you can get, you know, and go from there. So just a good ball game.
Yeah, both teams are fighting hard right now. It's been fun to watch. As Gastel drives the lane, kicks to Wyatt Hall, who's going to shoot the 3. Looked to hit it, but not that time. And the Fighting Irish push it as they have been. Nice play by Wyatt Hall, diving out of bounds to steal that ball on senior night until he's amped up, Todd.
Yeah, Well, you know, Wyatt's he's gonna do all the dirty work and get the rebounds and guard the best offensive player, you know, and we talk about that all the time here on the radio, that, you know, he just does all the dirty work just like he did in football, you know, and he'll give you everything he's got.
You're not kidding. He had a great night earlier this year against Seneca, guarding their best player, and just really going to do a good job in that role this year. Tigers just working it around here, working against that man-to-man, pass and cut, looking for J.D. Bishop inside. J.D. on the block. He goes up. The ball is in, and the foul. So J.D. gets 2, and he's going to have a chance to complete the three-point play at the line. That's a good deal right there. We need to get some fouls working back on Catholic because we were at a 6-1 deficit.
Right. And we was talking about Wyatt there the other night against East Newton. They played a 2-3 zone that was kind of extended, and Wyatt was running the baseline, and we kept throwing it over the back, and he burned them 2 or 3 times on backdoor cuts and just cutting behind and scoring little layups behind that zone that they played.
Yeah, he's a hard worker as J.D. Bishop hits the second of that and completes the three-point play. Catholic working on the other end. They really bring the pace up, get your heart rate going a little bit as 40, Will Morrison goes up on J.D. and returns the favor on the other end with a bucket and the foul. So that's the first foul for J.D.
Yeah, and that's the kid that Connor O'Neill was working on earlier, and he did the same bump to J.D. and was able to clear him out a little bit.
And he finishes the three-point play. So they return the favor on the three-point play on each possession. And that big number 40 is out guarding J.D. out high, and he's going to take him to the basket. I kind of wonder, Todd, he's got a big man out there, and I think J.D.'s got a quicker step than he does, and he just took him all the way to the rack.
40's a pretty good-looking kid. I think he's just no, he is a senior. I thought maybe he was one of the younger ones.
3-point up there for Catholic, no good. Rebounded by number 5, and then number 40, Morrison's a couple offensive rebounds there, and he puts it in for 2 for Catholic. So an 8-point lead here with 2:43 on the clock in the second quarter. The Tigers looking to get another bucket here. We've been kind of trading, and we need to get a couple stops. Mason Gastel looking for help on the side, and he throws it through the lane, trying to hit J.D. Bishop, but wasn't able to catch him, and that's going to be a turnover for the Tigers.
Connor O'Neill's going to check back in the game for Dante, and I see Mason Gastel setting. I think was Wyatt out, so Wyatt Case Tucker back in the ball game.
That's right. O'Reilly driving for Catholic. That's no good. Connor O'Neill pulls that one in. So a quick possession for Springfield Catholic. Let's see if the Tigers can get something out of this possession here. Connor Schaff on the wing, working on his defender. Catholic really playing pretty tight defense. They don't give you a whole lot of space. Wyatt Hall over to Case Tucker. Case spin
Nice
move
spin.
in the lane. Can't quite finish. Great job getting inside. But Catholic's going to get the rebound. So number 5, that's Morrison in the lane now, number 40. That's no good. They're going to get a foul here on the Tigers. He's going to get it on O'Neill. That's number 5, Zach Howell, going up strong for Springfield Catholic. And that's the second foul on Connor this evening, Todd.
Yeah. Boy, they're pretty good free throw shooters, Michael.
What are they at currently? Did I put you on the spot?
No, I'll figure it out. 80%, 4 for 5.
Yeah, and there's another one. So he hits both the free throws on the foul by Connor O'Neill, and the Tigers down by 10 now with 1:30 left in the first half. J.D. Bishop looking in for O'Neill. He turns to his right hand up. He gets the foul, draws the foul. Basket's no good, but it's going to put Connor on the line. We're kind of imitating each side, it seems like.
Yeah, it seems like whatever one of them does, the other one goes down and tries to do. So.
Yeah, we had the three-point play on both sides a couple possessions back, and now we've got 2-shot fouls on both ends as Connor O'Neill hits the first.
You know, we talk all the time about how good hands Connor O'Neill has and his footwork for as big as he is, and he's really got a pretty soft touch from the free throw line as well.
Yeah, he does, and that one sits on the rim and falls out. But Catholic gets the rebound after Case Tucker tries one. And O'Reilly finds himself wide open for three, but it's no good. Connor Schaff had it, but was taken away. And they're going to get a foul on Wyatt Hall as number 5, Zach Howe, drives the lane. He put it up, and Connor O'Neill just tossed it, but they're going to get a body foul first on Wyatt Hall.
Well, there was a lot going on out top before that. I don't know if you caught it out of the corner of your eye or not, but that kid basically took Wyatt and shoved him to the ground, and Wyatt just went after him.
And that's what Wyatt was talking to the official there about, I'm sure.
And that is Wyatt's third foul. He's going to have to set here.
And Howell hits the first of two. And Wyatt's playing hard. Can't fault him there. He's just playing with a lot of passion tonight.
Well, and that's what you want your seniors to do, you know, and I'm sure Coach Powell will get him settled down at halftime, and he'll come out and have a good second half here.
Yeah, 58 seconds on the clock. The Tigers looking for some points here to end the first half. J.D. Bishop wide open in the corner. That's no good. We have a little indecision. Double whistle at the referees, and I thought we were going to keep it, but they gave it to Springfield Catholic.
Yeah, so, and I'd say you'll probably look at them play for one shot here with 45 seconds left.
I would say so. They did it with 55 last quarter.
Yep, and they're lining up, you know, in their free throw here. Unless they get a layup, they're probably not taking anything, I don't imagine.
Yeah, they're working around. That's Gallegos out to Howell. 30 seconds on the clock, and he pulls it out. Mason Gastel putting a little pressure on, trying to make him do something with it. 23 seconds on the clock. Over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly back over to 11. And this is number 5, Howell. 12 seconds on the clock as O'Reilly's got it, 10. And the ball's tipped. It goes in the backcourt, but he gets it back. 5 seconds on the clock. Dish over to Morrison, and he gets 2. And again, Todd, really patient Springfield Catholic puts a dagger in the Tigers by taking another minute off the clock and getting 2 points.
Yep. We're going to take a break here, and we'll be back, and you'll be listening to the Jones Plumbing and Heating halftime show. Right now, Springfield Catholic is leading 29-16 over your Lamar Tigers, and you are listening to My Country 101.7.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Rude. So here's to reliability, built into everything we do. Rely on Rude.
Get reliable year-round comfort with the new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air. The local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
Have you heard the news? Mike Carpino Ford of Columbus is proud to announce the all-new Mike Carpino Ford Parsons and Mike Carpino Ford Lincoln in Pittsburgh. We would like to invite you to stop by any of our 3 locations in Columbus, Parsons, or Pittsburgh to experience the real difference a dealer can make with your vehicle purchase. And check out our website, MikeCarpino.com. With over 300 vehicles to choose from, we're sure to have the right one for you. We look forward to you joining the Mike Carpino family of Ford dealerships.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Vision Solutions provides outstanding medical and routine eye care for patients of all ages, with 3 locations to serve you in Lamar, Nevada, and Stockton. Need glasses or contacts? Visit their office for the newest technology and latest styles to fulfill all your vision needs. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the video broadcast of Lamar Tigers football and prides themselves on protecting the eyes of their Tigers since 1969. Find them on Facebook, online at myvisionsolutions.com, or call 682-3301 to schedule an appointment.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back here to Lamar High School, and you are listening to the Jones Plumbing and Heating Halftime Show. We got our Lamar cheerleaders out here, Michael. They're doing a little dance routine, so it's good to see them girls out there entertaining the crowd at halftime. I'll run down some stats real quick for us. Your Lamar Tigers do trail 29-16. The first quarter, we only scored 5 points. They scored 14. Second quarter, we scored 9. They scored 15. So they've held us under 10 points in each quarter, so hopefully we can come out and do what the Lady Tigers did last night and have a big third quarter and crawl right back in this thing, because it's definitely not out of hand yet. We can score it like that. From the free throw line, we're shooting 75%. We're 3 for 4. They're shooting 88%. 8 for 9. From the field, we're shooting 23%, 4 for 17. They're shooting 47%, 9 for 19. And behind the arc, neither one of us lighting it up a whole lot. We're 1 for 5, 20%, and they're 1 for 6, 16%. I only have us at 5 turnovers, and I got them at 3, so that's and I haven't really been doing too good a job on the rebounds, but I
it's
think,
been crazy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of batted balls, and it's kind of hard to keep up with who actually got a rebound or who tipped it, or if it's a steal, if it's a turnover, or whatever. I'll run down the scoring real quick for us here. Get to my next screen here. It looks like scoring for Lamar, Dante Stahl started that off with that three-point play, with the drive underneath the basket and got fouled. So he has 3. J.D. Bishop has 7. Connor Schaaf hit the three-pointer. Connor O'Neill 1. And that looks like that's it. So, you look back and you see, Mason's usually in that scoring column. Wyatt's usually chipping in with a couple. And Case Tucker's usually on the scoreboard as well. Scoring for them, looks like O'Reilly has 3. Hal has 8. Bigler has 4. Squid has 2. Galgosa has 2. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. And then their big man Morris has 10. And he kind of struggled there at the start when Connor was in there, and they was letting Connor bump and bang on him a little bit, and it kind of took him a while to get going. But when Connor sat down, then he kind of got it rolling.
Yeah, and that's definitely something to look at too. And you said it there, 28% from the field for us. That's a big one to me. Yeah. There was a lot of good stats there you rattled off, but when you said that stuck in my mind. Yeah. We've had a lot of close shots.
Yeah.
So they're good opportunities. We just need to hit them.
Yeah.
And take advantage of those opportunities in the second half.
And I'd say Coach Powell, he's probably going to try to slow us down as much as he can and get them same shots and hope to get them to go. But in the same sentence, you can't slow it down too much when you're down by 13 at halftime. There's got to be some urgency there,
Yeah, and they're definitely going to be looking for quick strike.
Yeah,
to get it.
And that's Catholic's a good coach team, and I'm sure they're going to do the same thing, just like at the end of the quarters there where they set up that little stall and they got us to foul the first quarter. And then I don't know if they ended up scoring there at the end of the first quarter or not.
They did.
But the second quarter, it worked out to perfection, and they got another bucket right at the end.
Yeah, they were very patient. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. They take it all the way down and get a layup. And then the same thing in the second quarter with about 48 seconds. Yeah. They run it out. So those were 2 daggers right there.
Yeah.
As far as taking up clock and getting 4 more points.
Right. Let's take another 2-minute break and come back here to Lamar. You're listening to Jones Plumbing, Heating, and Halftime Show on My Country 101.7.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Rude. So here's to reliability, built into everything we do. Rely on Rude.
Get reliable year-round comfort with the new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air, the local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
When someone you love is in need of constant care, you may find yourself constantly worrying. having to be ready to drop everything at any time. But there is hope, because there is help with in-home care provided by the Independent Living Center. As experts and advocates across all types of disability for Southwest Missouri, everyone can get their lives back without having to consider a nursing home. And you can go back to providing the most important thing, love. Visit ILCenter.org or call 659-8086. The Independent Living Center, inspiring independence.
Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn-out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday, and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Hey, DQ fans, the 2 for $4 Super Snack is here to be your new snack time fuel up. Conquer the day and everyday crave by mixing and matching any two of your favorite snacks, like pretzel sticks and a sundae, a cheeseburger and a Coke, or fries and chicken strips. And for only $4. That's pure snack power. Which combo will you try first? Swing by and find snackification today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Vision Solutions provides outstanding medical and routine eye care for patients of all ages, with 3 locations to serve you in Lamar, Nevada, and Stockton. Need glasses or contacts? Visit their office for the newest technology and latest styles to fulfill all your vision needs. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the video broadcast of Lamar Tigers football and prides themselves on protecting the eyes of their Tigers since 1969. Find them on Facebook, online at myvisionsolutions.com, or call 682-3301 to schedule an appointment.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
This is the Jones Plumbing and Heating halftime show. It's been your sponsor for the halftime show. And again, Lamar is behind 16-29 to Springfield Catholic. And this is the crossover game that they play. We ended up the 3 seed behind Nevada and East Newton, although we did beat East Newton last Friday night. So that made East Newton and Nevada share the conference title. So we ended up 3rd, and that's where they ended up with the same record in the East. It's 4-2.
You know, you always want to get the win, Todd, but there was an alternative there. We gave a little boost to Nevada. We never want to do that, do we?
That's what I told somebody.
And if anybody's wondering, this is Chad Moore on the call.
Yeah. Yeah, I said that up in the stands, when we beat them. I said, well, that's a nice win, but I said the only bad part about that's Nevada gets part of it,
That's right.
But
a lot of good that to Chad. This is Michael Moyer here on the radio tonight. I did say that.
A lot of good people up at Nevada. We give them a hard time on that Silver Tiger trophy and during football. So we're getting this second half started here, Michael, so I'll let you take over.
All right. Well, the Tigers getting full pressure here and a quick turnover to start the game as Catholic goes down, and no good, but we're going to have a foul on the backside on Zach Howell. So that works out for the Tigers with turnover there, but we'll take the foul on Howell, and believe it or not, that's his first of the evening for their big man. So the Tigers take the ball out again with pressure. Springfield Catholic putting the pressure on full court. J.D. Bishop looking to the middle, try to break that pass to Mason Gastel, who takes it to Wyatt Hall on the other end, and he pulls up, and he hits the 2-pointer. Trying to fix the cameras here, everybody. Apologize. I'll get it fixed here quick. There we go. So number 40, Morrison, they call it a 3-pointer. It looked like he was pretty close to the line there.
Yeah.
But,
they're going to try to pull Connor O'Neill out. That's a tough guard for him. And Coach Powell's talked about that in the past. If you got a big kid that can step out, then you pull Connor out and make him guard way out there.
Mason Gastel driving the lane and takes some contact, but no call. And again, quick turnaround as Catholic gets 2 on the quick turnaround here.
Yeah, so Catholic kind of came out in a different gear here with their defense, and and their pressure. So Lamar's just going to have to settle down and handle it here.
They did, and that's the transition defense. We've got to get back. It's early in the third, so we're going to have to make that an emphasis here for the rest of this game.
You know, and there's them teams that like to really come out and jump on you in the first quarter and the third quarter, and you know, and they've really turned the defensive pressure up here.
Yeah, they play good defense, and they've stayed in that man all night, Todd.
Yeah.
They're not looking to get out of it.
No.
And I kind of like that. You know, I like that. We've done the same thing, but I like that kind of basketball. I watch some man-to-man. As you get older, you don't want to do that anymore. J.D. Bishop down the lane, and nice floater for him. He's so smooth.
Whoa, there's a turnover right on the
baseline. A quick
baseline.
turnover, and I missed it, Todd. What happened there?
He stepped over he threw it in, and then as the kid was stepping in, he threw it back to him, and
He
hadn't established
himself back
yet.
in the court. So,
and Springfield Catholic's coach is not happy with that. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Rude. So here's to reliability, built into everything we do. Rely on Rude.
Your reliable year-round comfort with the new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air. The local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
all right, you just missed it as you join us back. Dante Stahl hits a three off the inbound, so the Tigers a nice little run here, and a nice steal by Case Tucker. He's going to go the distance in. No foul call, but the ball's hit out of bounds.
Well, there again, Michael,
Catholic.
What I always say is when the official can't get down the floor to keep up with the boys, they can't see it to call it.
Yeah.
And in the officials' defense, the only way you can call basketball, I believe, now is to put 3 officials on each end, and you might be able to cover it then.
Yeah, These boys can get down the court pretty quick. J.D. Bishop takes the inbound. He's inside, almost gets a bucket and the foul, but he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Yeah, the officials now, as we've talked about before, Todd, on that quick turnaround, a quick steal like Case Tucker had there, they tell them to actually nudge in and not even try to get down to the baseline and try to get that angle
where they can see.
That's right.
Yeah.
And didn't quite get it there, I don't think. So J.D. hits the first of 2 and the second. So a nice little run for the Tigers there, 9-point game. So making a little headway here. Another quick steal by Wyatt Hall, and he goes the distance for 2. Great job by Wyatt. He kind of got the ball out of his hands a little bit and is able to wrangle it and go up with his left. So 27-34. And a drive the lane there by Liam O'Reilly, and he's bumped. They're going to have a foul, looks like, on Case Tucker. 2 shots for O'Reilly.
Yeah, good job of Lamar anticipating and jumping some passes here. And, you know, Catholic probably getting a little bit lackadaisical with the bigger lead, you know. So, but, you know, our boys aren't going to go away. They come to play, and this is their home court, and they're going to defend it. You know
That's
that.
right, especially on senior night. They don't want to go out laying an egg, and they're working hard to keep them in the game here. O'Reilly misses the first, and there's the second, and it's no good, or it is good. So he gets 1 of 2. 27-35 Catholic, and they're going to full court pressure the Tigers again here. 5:30 on the clock in the third quarter, and J.D. Bishop gets it, and they just kind of back up, and he walks it down the court. J.D. working on his man, drives the lane, kick out to Case Tucker, no good. Dante Stahl working hard for the rebound, and they're going to get a foul called on Howe. That's Zach Howe. I believe that's his second for Springfield Catholic. So great job by Dante.
He's grabbed a couple of players 2 or 3 different times on Lamar's bench. You know, they finally got him to call it, and he's the one that Wyatt kind of got tangled up with a while ago.
Yep, the guys are playing with some passion. Inside to Connor O'Neill. Nice dish from Wyatt Hall, and he puts it in for 2. The Tigers playing with a little
back to 6-point game now, Michael.
Yeah, they got a little fire under them here after that slow start out the gate. So 29-35, just down by 6 now. The Tigers chipping away. Howell drives the lane. I'm sorry, that's Morrison drives the lane. And we're going to have a foul before the shot.
I think they're going to call it on Dante.
So they negate the shot, and they're going to give it to him on the end line. And that is on Dante Stahl. That's his first. So number 5, Howell, behind his back, slick move. And they're going to get a foul here on Connor O'Neill. He better be careful. He kind of dropped that ball, Todd, and the referee was eyeing him.
Yep.
We don't need that.
Down there talking to him a little bit here. And
calm him down a little preventative officiating, I guess is what we would call it. And for the most part, as Howell makes the first, officials don't want to give out a tee.
No.
And so he's just trying to calm him down.
I remember there's some paperwork that goes along with that, and nobody wants to spend their next morning, doing any extra
That's
paperwork.
That's right. Yeah, the officials have 24 hours to file that paperwork. So if they do it, they've got to get on it. And Howell makes the second one, and into Connor O'Neill, another nice dish. That one gets blocked by number 40, Morrison. Maybe getting a little revenge. I think Connor's got him twice tonight.
Yep.
But stays with the Tigers as it goes out of bounds.
Connor said, that's my fault. I'll give him a head fake, and I'll get him next time.
JD
That's
in the
a tough
lane.
shot.
Boy, a beautiful fadeaway. Turning to his right is JD Bishop, and that's 2 points for the Tigers. Dante Stahl guarding out high. Catholic just working it around. And 40 Morrison with the dish inside. No good. Gets his own offensive rebound and puts it back up and in. Connor was close there to get another foul. Good job by getting his hands up and getting out of the way. So 31-39 as J.D. Bishop drives the lane. And J.D. another smooth finish. So 33-39, 3:47 left in the third. We're going to have a timeout, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout for Lamar.
Let's go ahead and take that with them. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
American Family Agent Eric Hughes and his staff, Amber and Kimber, invite you to come in and review your insurance needs. Eric has home, commercial, life, and auto to cover all your insurance needs. And American Family to back you all the way. Having an accident or claim is a difficult time, and Eric, Amber, and Kimber will make it much easier to deal with. Being underinsured or not insured can be tragic. Stop by the office today at 407 West 12th Street in Lamar or call 417-682-3725. For peace of mind, have the right insurance agent, Eric Hughes and American Family.
American Family Insurance.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back here at Lamar High School. Springfield Catholic and the Lamar Tigers in a pretty intense battle here. Third quarter, Catholic just working the ball around. It's 33-39 Catholic. A nice drive there by number 10. That's John David Bigler to get 2 points for Catholic down the lane. So 41-33 as Mason Gastel brings it down. And we've kind of been trading punches here a little bit. We're going to have to get some stops.
Yeah, it seems like when we score, they come up with an answer and they score it too. And so we'll see what happens.
Drives the baseline, and they're going to have a hip check. Number 5, Zach Howell, did a good job getting down there, but he kind of stuck his hip out as Connor Schaaf squeezed past him. So that's going to be his third. He's got 2 quick fouls here.
Yeah, he's going to take a seat for a little bit now. And Coach comes back with big Connor O'Neill.
Big country, as you say, huh? Coming into the game. Connor Schaaf throwing the ball in. Looking, everybody's covered. You got to toss it in. There we go. Good job. Anytime you're in trouble, toss it up to those big hands of Connor O'Neill.
Big soft hands. You don't want to get that moving pick there, Connor.
J.D. Bishop drives the lane. Euro step, no good, but rebounded by Connor O'Neill, and he draws the foul on number 40, Will Morrison, and it's going to put O'Neill on the line for 2.
They may call it on 10.
Let's see, they were swiping at it, and they did. Good job, Todd, catching that. That's John David Bigler, his third foul. So 2.
He was saying, I don't think I can reach that high to foul him.
That's right. Connor O'Neill doing a good job knocking down the first of 2. We're going to need these free throws down the stretch here if we want to make it tight here.
he cut it to a 7-point lead and get it back to 6 right here.
And he got it, 35-41. So the Tigers are just down by 6 with 2:51 on the clock in the third quarter.
We've had it there a couple of times and just can't seem to break it through there. So maybe we can get a defensive stop here.
Catholic's really doing a good job being patient, waiting for their cutters, looking to see and moving the ball, not holding it. Bigler drives and back out. Nothing there. He's looking for the 3. That's Liam O'Reilly. Number 10 over to 33, Gallegos. Inside to Morrison, and he's able to finish for 2. Just another patient possession, Todd, by Springfield Catholic, doing a good job working the ball around, getting what they want.
Yep. Morris has got 17 right now. He's a pretty good ball player.
Yeah, he's having a great game here and working hard. Gastel out top for the Tigers, trying to get the offense going, directing traffic. J.D. Bishop on a weave inside. No good, but off the play there's a tip. They called a tip. They thought it was going to be a backcourt, but the Tigers keep it. Case Tucker's spin move in the lane, no good, and that's going to be picked up and then stolen again by Mason Gastel. So Catholic gets it and turns it right back over. And then a foul on Morrison on the backside. So a big call there. A little confusion there. I guess the referee decided that he didn't have possession,
right,
even though Gastel did grab it before.
It may have been one of them. I think he got bumped a little bit as he tried to get possession of it, too.
I think that's right.
Bumped him across half court.
And
nice
Gastel
play.
drives the lane, and he gets hit, and he goes up with the left, puts it down, and the basket is good. He's going to go to the line to shoot for 1 and make an old-fashioned three-point play. Great job by Mason. A lot of hustle here by Mason tonight, and especially in the last minute or two, he's really turned it on and done a good job. And he gets that as well. So 38-43, a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Something to note, 7 team fouls on Catholic at this point.
Right.
So we'll be in the bonus. All fouls from here on out. That's pretty big.
Yeah, and we're shooting pretty good from free throw line tonight. We've had some struggles from there from time to time. But
Gallegos for 3 in the corner, and they answer with a three-point play of their own.
Just like we've been talking about, it seems like when we score something, then they do it.
Man, all night long, it's just been a mirror of what we've been doing. But a minute left on the clock here in the third quarter. Tigers looking to answer that. Let's see if we can get something going and get our own shot at the end of this quarter. 50 seconds on the clock. Gastel's working it around to J.D. Bishop. Up high looking for Connor O'Neill. No good. He pulls it out.
Connor had him pinned for a second, but J.D. missed him.
Yeah, it was a tough entry pass, but there he lobs it into O'Neill. Good job working in. And O'Neill gets the bucket and the foul. Tiger fans getting excited here on senior night as a big man, number 55, playing his last home game, puts one in. He's going to have a chance for a three-point play.
And that'll be 3 on number 3.
Yeah, we're starting to rack up the fouls on
Catholic. They're having to make some substitutions. Kids that hadn't. Now, 5, he's been in the ball game, but there's a couple kids out there right now that hadn't had too much playing time.
Connor put that up strong and see if he can put a little touch on this free throw and finish it off. Just a little shy as Catholic gets the rebound. So 30 seconds on the clock.
And you know what they're probably going to here.
Yeah, they're going to run it out. That's what they've done at the end of every quarter so far. We'll see if we can get a stop and stop that streak of them scoring at the end of every quarter. 18 seconds on the clock, and they're just passing around. They look inside to Morrison, and the Tigers tip it away. So we are going to get our own chance here with 10 seconds on the clock as J.D. Bishop brings it across the timeline. 5 on the clock. J.D.'s wide open for 3, and he hits it with the shooter's roll. Great shot by J.D. Bishop to nail the 3 to end the period. We get one of our own, Todd.
Yeah, that's a great stop on the defensive end, and then to come down and J.D. just pull up and say, hey, it's senior night, I'm going to hit a 3 over you. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter. You're listening to My Country, 101.7, I'm sorry.
That was nice.
Eisenhower Lumber is your full-line lumber and hardware store, working to provide contractors, carpenters, and the do-it-yourselfers quality products and friendly service at competitive prices. How about Valspar Paint and Holland Grills? Eisenhower Lumber is your source for plumbing, electrical, paint, building materials, millwork, and lawn and garden. Eisenhower Lumber, 903 Gulf in Lamar, or call 682-5545. Find them fast in names and numbers.
McDonald's of Lamar is proud to be a supporter of all area students and athletes and would like to wish the Lamar Tigers congratulations and continued success throughout the season. McDonald's of Lamar is now under new owners. Jane and Kara Campbell are proud to be members of the Lamar community. Whether you dine in or drive through, they strive to give you the best and most courteous service around. McDonald's of Lamar. Make them your first stop before each game and check out their full menu of great food, drinks, coffee, and ice cream. McDonald's of Lamar, proudly supporting the Lamar Tigers.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back to Lamar High School. Michael Moyer with Todd McDonald. I appreciate you letting me join in. Todd, has been a fun one tonight.
Yep.
We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. The Tigers have come back from a deficit here. 3-point game. Tigers 43, Springfield Catholic 46, and Catholic's going to take the ball out of bounds to start the quarter.
Yeah, and just like I said, you know, we win that quarter 29-17, so that's a pretty good quarter when you talk about a quarter of scoring in high school basketball.
We hope that they do what the girls did last night, and they did.
Yeah.
They had a good third quarter. The Tigers have had good third quarters the last 24 hours. Number 11 for Catholic opens up the third or fourth quarter with a three, no good. The ball's on the floor. Gastel has it, and we're going to get an alternating possession call, which is going to go to the Tigers.
You know, and Gastel and Wyatt Hall both there just hustling again. Now we see Catholic come back out just like they did at the start of the second half, put that full court pressure on us.
Yeah, they're going to pressure us the entire length of the court here. The Tigers going to have to set some picks. Great play there by Mason Gastel to set a pick and just jet down the court. J.D. Bishop throws it down, and the ball stripped out of his hands, but it's going to stay here for the Tigers. That was a good job. They had all their defense up high, Todd.
Yeah, the referee's kind of getting on the student section over there. Somebody must have said something that he didn't like.
Something he didn't like, yeah. So J.D. inside. He goes up, but no good. Connor O'Neill with the rebound, and no good. An offensive rebound for J.D. Bishop. So 1-point game here. Tigers bringing it tight all the way back to 1 point as O'Reilly drives the lane, and it's no good. Morrison with the rebound, and he hits it. Put back for Catholic. So Tigers coming all the way back here, making it a game, Todd.
Yep, good ball game, and, you know, they've hung with them pretty well here, so see what this last 7 minutes holds. We are in the bonus, and they're a long ways from it, so that's good.
Ways. Yeah, 3 fouls against us, so they're a long ways from it. J.D. Bishop drives the lane. Oh, and that's double tipped. He tries to pass it under the baseline. It gets tipped by number 11 for them, Will Squibb, but then tipped again by us and out of bounds. So it's going to be a turnover back to Catholic. Gallegos for Catholic inside, back out to Gallegos. They're working the perimeter, looking for anything. It's number 5, Zach Howe, driving the lane. His pass is blocked. Great job by Wyatt Hall.
Wyatt and Connor both, he tried to throw it over the top, and Connor knocked it kind of back down, and then Wyatt grabbed a hold of it and tied him up.
Yeah, good job by the guys just to have a little suffocating defense there. They get their pass in right under the basket to O'Reilly, and we're going to have a foul on the Tigers. They're going to say he was shooting. Boy, I thought he hadn't quite gathered it.
That's kind of what I thought. They just got it right, almost had him underneath the basket. But
so they kind of give him a gift here, especially not being the bonus. So he hits the first of 2. So 45-49. Tigers are down by 4 with 6.5 minutes left in the game. And if you're just joining us, the Tigers coming back from a pretty deep deficit. What were we at 1 point, Todd? At about 15 points?
Well, I think it was 13. Was it 13 at halftime?
Yeah, it was a pretty deep deficit. The Tigers bring it back as O'Reilly misses the second of two. But a 4-point deficit now as the Tigers have done a good job working hard. O'Neal with the pick. Case Tucker works off the pick. The roll. O'Neal's open. He hits him inside. No good. He gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. Oh, no good. Offensive or defensive rebound by Catholic. The guys did a good job working the pick and roll there, but just had a lid on the basket.
Yep.
And Catholic's just working the ball around.
Yeah, they want something at the rim, and, you know, they usually get there.
Yeah, Case Tucker working hard. The drive inside. That is going to be a turnover as 33 Gallegos for Springfield Catholic drives the lane and leaves his feet and just has nowhere to go with it. He throws the ball out of bounds. So Tucker takes the ball in for the Tigers, breaking that full court press over to Schaff. Thought about the three for a second, but it wasn't there. He gives it to Tucker at the top of the key. The Tigers are going to set something up here and see what they can create out of it. Tucker still looking out top. Tigers getting situated again. No count on Tucker. He picks it up over to O'Neal, back out to Bishop.
Coach Powell's telling him what he wants to do. JD's got the ball in his hand, and see what we get here.
Looking for a pick and roll, and there's Connor on the roll. He's open to get it to him. He gets bumped a little bit, but still puts it down. Good job by big Connor O'Neal, and a great pass and setup by Bishop and Coach Powell. So 47-49 here as Catholic looks to answer on the other end. 4:44 left in the game. O'Reilly with the ball on the right side. He kicks out to Gallegos. He shoots a three in the corner, and we're going to shoot three, folks. Case Tucker kind of just got in his landing area, and I think Gallegos sold it a little bit.
Yeah, he might have been selling that a little bit. And I think they could have called a foul down here on Connor's score. They was bumping him pretty hard, but you know they've been letting him play like that all night long, so that don't really bother me a whole lot.
Yeah, I thought so too, and there's the first for Gallegos is good. We got it down to one at one point there. We're just kind of floating here, a three-point game. He's got two more free throws to shoot, and he hits the second.
Mason Gaskell's going to give Big Connor a break here for probably a couple minutes and then get him back in for the end of the ball game.
Trying to hit all three of a three-point foul, or a foul on the three-pointer, and he doesn't get it. We're going to get a foul on Will Morrison.
Nice job by Mason blocking out.
That's the fourth, or is that the fifth on Morrison? Third, okay. I was getting ahead of myself, a little excited. But
a nice job there by Mason. He's given up a lot of size to that kid, you know, and he just got him on his hip.
So Mason Gaskell is going to shoot a 1-and-1 on this end. He hits the first. That's big. We're going to have to hit those free throws, so good job by Mason here. 4.5 minutes left in the game. It's a three-point ball game. Next foul on Catholic is going to give us a double bonus. Second one's good. So 49-51, two-point game again. As Catholic brings the ball down and looks to answer. Both sides playing really tough tonight, playing hard. A lot of these kids playing in some of their last games in that jersey tonight, so playing really hard. And O'Reilly over to Gallegos. Gallegos drive the lane, kick it back out to O'Reilly for Catholic. O'Reilly over to Squibb. Squibb looking inside for Howell. Connor O'Neal guarded him, but nice pass across the lane.
Yeah, Wyatt Ho had left to try to come and wolf the ball or dig the ball down on the block and left his guy wide open.
Yeah, Morrison was just wide open on the block, and Howell found him. Mason Gaskell dribbles off the back of his heel, but he saves it for the Tigers. Save the possession.
JD says, I'm going to work.
Three-pointer in the corner for Schaff, no good. O'Neal wrangles it, and It's just batted out of his hands. He was looking for a wide-open Tiger on the block.
About got his arm ripped off too, Michael,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, I think by our vantage point up here in this bird's nest, it looked that way. 2 points for Springfield Catholic on the other end.
Yeah, and it stretched back out to another 6-point lead, and I thought maybe Coach Powell was going to take a time out there and get him settled, but he just wanted to tell Gastel what he wanted to run.
Yeah, JD working the side. Gastel runs the baseline, looking for Schaff. Schaff looks three, no good. Drives the lane. Man, a lot of contact on that, but no good, and out the other way for a quick transition bucket for Springfield Catholic. I really thought there was a lot of contact on the Connor Schaff drive, but no call.
Yeah. We're going to take a 1-minute break here. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
The management staff and all employees of Redneck Outdoors, one of the Barton County area's largest employers, would like to wish the Barton County area teams a great year. Redneck Outdoors is always a supporter of area student athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and the entire school system. It takes a lot to create a winning team, and Redneck Outdoors would like to recognize everyone involved. Redneck is always looking for qualified applicants for employment and is proud to support the Barton County area's workforce. Redneck offers competitive wages, health benefits, 401k, as well as an employee stock ownership program. You can apply at 1705 Gulf, Lamar, Missouri, or call 417-682-1927. Redneck Outdoors, nationally known, locally owned and operated, proud to be a part of Barton County. Redneck is an equal opportunity employer.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back here to Lamar High School, and I want to thank Michael Moyer for setting in for Chad tonight, as Chad wasn't feeling too good, and we knew you were going to be here doing the video, and so I told Chad, I said, you just take the night off, and I'll get Michael to help me, and I appreciate you coming up and helping. It's been fun.
Yeah, we've had a good time. I appreciate you asking me. Chad's got pretty big shoes to fill. He does a great job.
Yes, he does.
So,
and when you were asking how much we'd been down by, we were actually down by 15 at halftime. And so, you know, we got it all the way back to 1 point. It'd been at 6 quite a few times, and right now we're down by 8. So we'll see if we can get a bucket here and get some stops.
As Gastel drives the lane and draws the foul. That's a foul on Squibb. It's going to be a 2-shot foul for Gastel. The rest of them from here on out is going to be 2 shots for the Tigers. And 2.5 minutes, 2:36 to be exact, on the clock. And the Tigers looking to chip away here. Good job by Mason. He's shooting well from the free throw stripe tonight.
Yep. I'm not going to tell you what he is because I don't want to jinx him, because I do that sometimes, it seems like.
We don't need to tell anybody.
No. We'll wait till the end of the game.
Just keep that to yourself.
Yeah, we'll wait till the end of the game, and then I'll tell you what he was from the free throw line.
Trace Wilhite into the game for the Tigers.
Imagine Coach playing a little defense, offense here, you know.
And Gastel hits the second. So 6-point game. Catholic throwing the ball down the court. And Tigers looking to foul here. A little gamesmanship by Coach Powell, it looks like. Put them on the line, see if we can get something out of that.
Well, I think
no, not on the line.
Yeah. So I think maybe he just put Trace Wilhite in to try to put the press on him and see if he could get him turned over. Now he's going back with Connor.
Want to stop the clock to get Connor back in the game. So good play by the Tigers. So Gallegos out top, looking for O'Reilly. O'Reilly drives the lane and looks for Howell. Howell inside, and he finishes for 2. So full court pressure still for Springfield Catholic as the Tigers look to break that press. 8-point game, 2 minutes left. J.D. Bishop driving the lane, spin move. Great job by J.D. just putting it up smooth, and we're going to have a timeout here by the Tigers. They're going to full timeout, and I assume we'll take that with you as well.
Take a full minute timeout. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
If you're afraid of going to the dentist, you should consider visiting Dr. Jeff Moyer and exploring the idea of sedation dentistry. Dr. Moyer can fix your teeth, restore sore gums, and brighten your smile without discomfort. By taking advantage of the sedation dentistry option, you'll feel like you slept through your appointment. No more hiding your smile or putting up with unnecessary tooth pain. Find out how sedation dentistry can change your life. Call Dr. Moyer's office at 417-682-5871 to make an appointment today.
Find them fast and names and numbers.
Dunk's Auto Repair, your new choice in Lamar, can handle all your automotive needs. Complete auto repair at fair prices without the long wait. Dunk's has the experienced people to get the job done right the first time. Dunk's Auto Repair has some of the latest in diagnostic equipment to get you back on the road sooner. It's getting warmer. Now's the time to have that air conditioner checked out for those hot days ahead. Dunk's Auto Repair across from Orchlands, Highway 160 in Lamar, or call 417-681-0848. Dunk's Auto Repair to get you on the road again.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back to Lamar High School. Michael Moyer and Todd McDonald here with you. Lamar Tigers in a tight battle here with Springfield Catholic in the crossover game. Catholic's going to take the ball out. 2 minutes left in the game. 6-point lead for Springfield Catholic. Tigers in a full court press, trying to put the pressure on to see if they can make something happen. Catholic breaks it, gets in the half court, and Wyatt Hall just gets tangled up there and gets a foul called.
I think that's 5 on him. That's a good game for Wyatt.
Yeah, the crowd gives Wyatt a big round of applause for a lot of reasons. That's the last time he's going to walk off this court as a Lamar Tiger, so emotional time for him. As Howell hits the first of a 1-and-1. Great game by Wyatt Hall, working hard tonight.
Yep.
And Howell hits the second. So 61-53, a minute 50 on the clock. Full court pressure still as the Tigers break it, and Case Tucker brings it across half court. Case looks to shoot, nothing there, pulls it down into Connor O'Neill. He's got his man sealed, turns to his left. Ball is stripped out of his hands as Catholic regains possession. Looks to run some clock out here. The Tigers are going to have to do something here quick, put them on the line.
Yep. Because you know they're content with just pulling it out and then, you know, running until they get something that they want.
And they showed us they can do it several times tonight. Tigers going to have to get a foul here.
Yep, very well coached and, you know, very disciplined players, you know, that he expects a lot out of them. Called a timeout because, you know, so that's a good job. We're going to keep it right here, and we'll talk a little bit about this game. You know, we were down by, I look back, 15 at halftime. I don't know if it ever got any bigger than that. I think it may have right there at the start of the third quarter because they put that pressure on us, and it kind of bothered us a little bit. But then we did have that big third quarter where we scored 29 points.
Yeah.
You know, so we turned it around pretty good there. We got this thing, we got it down, I think, about 4-6 at the end of the third quarter, and it just seemed to stay right around 6 points, but we did chip away at it, and we got it to 1 point at one time, Michael?
Yes, 1 point.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about it just being a mirror image, you know, when we'd hit a three-pointer, they'd come down, they'd either hit a three-pointer or they'd get a basket and one, you know, so it just seemed, you know, and that's a sign of a good team and a well-coached team, you know, that they can come down and match you when they need a bucket and they want to keep that lead where it is, you know, they can do that. So,
yeah.
And I'm sure they're going to go into a stall here with 1:09 left, you know, and I look for Lamar to probably foul.
Yeah, as soon as the Tigers foul, it's going to give them a 1-and-1. We have 17 fouls, so we got them in the bonus as well.
Both teams shooting really well from the free throw line tonight, so, you know, there's no real advantage there, I don't think, but that's the only choice we got.
Yeah, that's right. Trey Evans tipping the ball away. They're going to call a foul on number 5.
Yeah, and he did. Trey tipped it away from him, and he just reached out and grabbed.
It's a good job by Trey. I couldn't get the camera switched fast enough. Trey flips it away from him, and then that's a perfect scenario for us.
Yep.
Stop the clock and puts Evans on the line.
Good job by Trey coming in there.
It's a 2-shot foul.
Lamar was all over it, though. They was hustling.
Yeah, no good on the first shot if you're listening with us on the radio, and you can see that, but no good on the first shot. But second one's up, and it's no good. And rebound by Catholic, but a quick foul.
That's all right. That's, that didn't take no time off the clock, and send them down there and see if they can make some free throws here.
That's right. And Dante Stahl picks up the foul. And, at this point, you just tell your kids, go for the ball, but be very aggressive.
Right.
See if you can get that turnover, and maybe you can get it clean.
That's just Dante's second foul.
Will Squibb at the line for Catholic, and he makes the first of two. And the second's up, and it's no good. Connor O'Neill with the rebound. So Tigers going to have to do something fast. We're inside a minute, 59 seconds on the clock. J.D. Bishop brings the ball down, and he spins in the lane. He finds Trey Evans. He drives the baseline. A little bump there, but Bishop gets a three as the kick out comes out, and Catholic's going to get the rebound. 41 seconds on the clock. The Tigers going to have to do something here.
Yeah, I don't
think they're going to just kind of pull it out and let them run it. Dribbles off of his foot. That's Howell. Dribbles off his foot, and the Tigers are going to get the ball back.
Coach Powell's going to take his seniors out and get them a good standing ovation here, and well deserved. These guys have really worked hard this year.
Yeah, classy move by Coach at this point. 30 seconds left. We're not going to bring it back, so he takes his seniors off the court, gets them all in too. A good job getting Evans in there late, and he had a little spark there.
Yeah, and Dante was in, and now Catholic, I think he's going to do the same thing. He's going to get some of the younger kids. Maybe he did call a timeout.
He called a 30-second, but I'm not sure they're going to administer that whole 30-second. He's just wanting to substitute his guys.
And that's a nice show of respect that he waited until, our seniors were off the court, so the crowd could cheer and recognize them.
Absolutely.
So, 30 seconds left, and we're down by 9 here. Both coaches are pretty much, saying, okay, ball game, so we'll get this thing in. Our boys do play Monday night. I think it's 5:30 at Aurora. That time, I may be wrong on that, but they do play Circoxie. Lamar is the 5 seed, and Circoxie is the 4 seed, I believe. Joe Beshore has the ball. He gets it over to some of these kids. I am going to have to try to think of their name. Joe gets a shot up, and Will Height tries to tip it off, and Springfield Catholic has the rebound. They're probably just going to dribble this thing out.
Yeah, 9 seconds on the clock. They're looking to dribble it out here. Up across the half court, 2, 1. And Springfield Catholic, very well coached team, comes in and gets the win, but the Tigers fought hard. They got down, like we said, by 15 or 16 points. They're able to get it back to 1, Todd. Right. So a lot of fight by these seniors.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it was last year. We lost to them a couple of times, but, just like we talked to, there's kind of a different level of basketball being played around Springfield. And, I know people hear me say that, but you go look at all these crossover games tonight and look at them scores, and I will almost guarantee you that more than half of them are going to go, the Springfield way, So we're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with some stats. Coach Powell will be up, and I think he's bringing senior Trey Evans up. We haven't had him up, so we'll be doing an interview with him. But we'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back for the post-game show. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit Bull Insurance Agency in Lamar today at bullinsuranceagency.com.
Directly off I-49, exit 77, near Harry S. Truman Birthplace Memorial, our award-winning smoke-free Super 8 by Wyndham, Lamar, Missouri. Your room will have a mini refrigerator, microwave, flat-screen TV, coffee, and tea maker. Whirlpool baths, kitchenettes, and executive suites are available. Book your accommodations with us at pet-friendly Super 8 by Wyndham in Lamar, Missouri.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Have you heard the news? Mike Carpino Ford of Columbus is proud to announce the all-new Mike Carpino Ford Parsons and Mike Carpino Ford Lincoln in Pittsburgh. We would like to invite you to stop by any of our 3 locations in Columbus, Parsons, or Pittsburgh to experience the real difference a dealer can make with your vehicle purchase. And check out our website, MikeCarpino.com. With over 300 vehicles to choose from, we're sure to have the right one for you. We look forward to you joining the Mike Carpino family of Ford dealerships.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back here to Lamar. This is the Bull Insurance postgame show. I had to look at Michael's notes there because I put my paper up. We are going to have Coach Powell up here, and I think he's going to bring one of the seniors up. Real quick, what do you think they shot from the free throw line, both teams?
Oh, man.
They were both 80%.
I was going to say over 80. So
that's pretty.
You didn't let me say it. Now they just think that I'm just going off of what you said.
But that's pretty good free throw shooting. Lamar was 12 of 15. Springfield Catholic 7 for 21. So that's pretty close in fouls too. I had them at 15 fouls and we had 17. So, from the field we shot 48%. They shot 56%. From behind the arc, they ended up 3 for 9 for 33%. We were also 3 for 9 for 33%. So not a lot of three-pointers took, as like you see a lot of times in high school basketball. A lot of times it just seems like that's what teams want to do is shoot the three-pointer anymore, and that really wasn't the case tonight. I mean, both teams played good man-to-man defense and worked hard on it. Is kind of what I took away from the game, and nobody. They'd take a three if they got the chance, but, other than that, they wanted to work the ball and do what they both did well.
Yeah, that's true. The Tigers, I thought they were patient as well. I mean, it was the length, I think, of Catholic, and you mentioned that earlier to me in the break. The length of them that gave us some problems, but just their patience. They were really, really patient. You don't see that a lot from high school teams, even at the higher levels.
Right, and I think that goes back, to coaching and just the system that they've got in place. And like I said, 2 years ago they won a state championship. Last year they were the runner-up. So they've played in big games and they know how to handle that pressure and get into the sets that they need to get into.
Yeah, and that's big.
Yeah. I'll run down the scoring real quick for you. Scoring for Lamar, looks like Wyatt Hull had 4, Mason Gastel had 7, Connor Schaff 3, Case Tucker 2, Connor O'Neill 9. I know Dante, I got to find him, 6. And then J.D. led us with 22 tonight. Scoring for them, O'Reilly 8, Howell 12, Bigler 6, Squibb 9, Galgos 4, and the Morris kid had 23. And he's a pretty good ball player inside. Connor bothered him several times. They let him play and beat, and bump. And Connor did a good job. When Connor would have to set, because of fouls or just to get a break, that kid would kind of go to work there.
And he got a lot of buckets that were wide open under the basket tonight too. Not to take away from great player, Connor did a good job, but they were finding him open off of those transition, off the switches.
Right. So we're still waiting on Coach Powell to come up, and I'm sure he'll be up here in just a few minutes. So we'll take another 2-minute break, and we'll come back with hopefully Coach Powell's interview. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit Bull Insurance Agency in Lamar today at bullinsuranceagency.com.
When someone you love is in need of constant care, you may find yourself constantly worrying, having to be ready to drop everything at any time. But there is hope, because there is help with in-home care provided by the Independent Living Center. As experts and advocates across all types of disability for Southwest Missouri, everyone can get their lives back without having to consider a nursing home. And you can go back to providing the most important thing.
Can you hear me?
Visit idlecenter.org or call 659-8086. The Independent Living Center, inspiring independence.
We're not on the
Show
radio,
your
but
school
we're on
spirit every time you pull out your wallet. Get a school pride debit card from Lamar Bank and Trust. Whether you're a Lamar Tiger, a Golden City Eagle, or a Liberal Bulldog, we can print your team colors right on your card. Every time you complete a signature-based transaction, LBT will give 5 cents back to your school. May not sound like much, but over a year, it sure adds up. Stop by or visit lbt.com to learn more. LBT, a better way to bank. Member FDIC.
Dr. Brian Reevely proudly supports Lamar Tiger Athletics and has committed his practice to serving his patients by using current techniques and technology to provide optimum dental health. All phases of dentistry are provided, including short-term orthodontics for older teens and adults for a total wear time of only 6 to 9 months. No dental insurance? Call for information about our in-house benefit plan and see if it might help you or your family get the care that they need. Saturday appointments are available. Call 682-3393 for an appointment and find us fast in names and numbers.
And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back here to Lamar High School, and this is the Community National Bank post-game show, and we have Coach Powell up here, and this will be the post-game interview with Coach Powell. Well, Coach Powell had a big hole there at halftime. I think it was 13, yeah. And they come out and turn the pressure up there to start, but you guys ended up really putting a good third quarter together and kind of crawled back in that thing.
Yeah, and honestly, the second quarter wasn't awful either. I think it was 4 to 15, 4 to 13, 5 to 14, 5 to 14 at the end of one.
Yeah.
No, ball wouldn't go in the basket.
Yeah.
So, we got all those same looks, started going in later, especially in the third quarter, like you said. But, we played good, but at this time of the year when you're playing teams like the Catholics and the East Newtons and the Mount Vernons of the world, you can't play for three quarters.
Right.
So, but we made our free throws. Whitehall was really good on defense. JD put us on his back. We got to find some other guys to help him out a little bit.
80% from the free throw line. I know you're happy with that.
Yeah.
Turnovers.
Not many.
I had you at 9.
Yeah.
I may have missed a couple there, but because we're kind of scattered up here tonight. But Chad's out sick. That's why I got Michael up here helping me.
Had to bring in the amateurs tonight.
But anyway, I thought you played pretty well. Talk a little bit about the East Newton game the other night. I was here and watched that, and got a chance to sit back and actually watch a ball game where I didn't have to work.
Nice.
And I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a good ball game.
Yeah. That's about as hard and focused as we've played, especially on the defensive end all year. And I thought that carried over. I thought we played with the same kind of intensity and focus. We've given them a little bit more, in-depth scouting reports the last couple days, and they've been really good at it. So defensively.
Do you think I mentioned to Michael, and I know we've talked about it in different games, but do you think the length bothered you again tonight?
Early, we kind of slowed down when we got it to the basket and took our time and used our big bodies. Early, we just got in a hurry.
Right.
I think that's exactly what was happening. And they're strong too. They're probably the strongest team with length that we've played.
Right. Yeah.
So I think it bothered us early, but we did a good job of it.
Right. So moving on, you got about a week off, I guess. Here you played Monday night, 5:30 against Circoxie. I'm sure you've had a chance to watch a little bit on them. What do you expect there?
The good team. Our district's pretty loaded. So good team. They've got multiple guys that can make the three, multiple guys that can score inside, and multiple guys that can score off the bounce. And some of those do all three.
Right.
So it'll be a tall order, but at the same time, I think we'll be just fine, and we'll give ourselves a chance if we just play how we played the last two nights.
Okay. Well, have a good week of practice, and everybody stay healthy and keep the sickness away.
That's a big thing, yeah.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of it going around. I talked to Coach Bailey before the game, and he said, I think about half the school's out, So you got anything else you want to say tonight?
No, I appreciate I told the seniors, I appreciate you. I know it was senior night, but at the same time, I'm not saying my goodbyes yet, so we still got, we're not finished. So.
Last time on this floor, but not the last time.
That's right. So,
well, thanks for coming up, Coach, and
no problem.
We're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with senior Trey Evans. You're listening to My Country 101.7.
Tomorrow, it means something a little different to everyone. To some, it feels like it's a season away. To others, it's the next whistle to get back in the football game. Bull Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual celebrate our student athletes competing under those Friday night lights. They embrace the promise tomorrow holds, and we love cheering them to victory. We go for a touchdown in insurance protection and service every time. Trust in tomorrow. Contact Kevin Bull, your local Grinnell Mutual agent, at 907 Gulf in Lamar, or call 682-2998 today.
Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company.
Is your car running rough? Maybe it needs some TLC from Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage is conveniently located at 705 East 12th Street in Lamar and offers full automotive repair services, including repairs from rear ends to front ends and everything in between, even tires. Now you know why they're called Gearhead. Stop in and visit with Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage, 705 East 12th Street in Lamar, a proud sponsor of Lamar Sports. And now, more Lamar Tigers action on My Country 101.7.
Welcome back here to the Bull Insurance, Bull Insurance postgame show and the Community National postgame interviews. I got senior Trey Evans up here with me. And Trey, tell the listeners who your mom and dad are.
My parents are Rodney Evans and Kathy Evans.
Right. And you moved over here, before your 7th or 8th grade year?
I moved over here 7th grade year from Golden City.
7th grade, yeah. I knew your mom, from Golden City, know your grandparents over there, and you have a twin brother. Mm-hmm. I enjoy watching him in the cheering section. He's always dressed up and doing his part over there. So it's neat to watch him and, the student section cheer you guys on. I know you had an ankle injury this year. Mm-hmm. Was that coming out of football, or was that after basketball started?
It's just me and Wyatt were just, before practice and just ended up landing on it wrong. And
stepping on somebody's foot or something. Yep. So I know that cut into a lot of your playing time, and it's took you about all year to kind of get healed up and get cleared to come back out here and play. But talk about when you moved to Lamar and this senior class, that you're graduating with here and playing, how they accepted you and took you in, good bunch of guys I know.
Well, come from Golden City, it's super small, and then coming to Lamar, and it's just so much bigger, it's kind of frightening. But whenever you have, these group of guys, it's amazing. They just took me in and made me feel comfortable and welcomed. Mm-hmm. And this team, I wouldn't give anything up for it.
All right. Yeah. So what other sports are you involved in here at Lamar, or any other groups or activities or anything else you do in high school?
I'm part of Stuco, NHS. I'm actually class president for the seniors. Track, I started track last year and ended up being pretty good at it.
Good.
So I'm probably going to stick with that.
Right.
But, yeah. I wasn't part of archery, went into the state nationals.
Right.
But
cool. Yeah. That archery's really taken off. Mm-hmm. And, I know Golden City started a program now, and got some kids doing it as well. Go ahead, Michael.
Hey, Trey, just want to ask you, I remember my senior night on this floor and kind of some of the emotions going out, knowing we're still going to play some games, but this was your home for your high school, all of your games in high school. What's it like walking off the floor for the last time with that jersey on? How does that feel, and how can you take that and go forward through districts?
Well, I just look at it like, hope I put that jersey to use. I was always good sportsmanship. The best ball player I was, just give it all on the court. And then going into districts, I just hope that us as a team just get together, score, make stops, and just succeed.
Yeah, and get on that run like you guys did last year. Mm-hmm. You was part of that team, and get on that run, and got hot at the right time, and got some people to beat some people, and before you know it, we end up playing in that sectional game, which was a thrill for us to do, and I'm sure a thrill for you to get to go and be part of that as well. Got any plans for after high school? What you're doing yet?
Athletic training's always been a thing for me. I watch Dave. and I realized like I kind of enjoy this and helping other athletes. So going to Crowder to get A+ and get my general studies, and then probably go to Missouri State to major in it.
That's a good plan. So I see your mom and dad standing down here. Is there anybody you want to send a shout out to? Anybody that might be listening?
I don't know, my grandparents,
man.
Grandparents, girlfriend, whatever, you know.
My grandparents have been a big key in my success, and I would always want to make them proud, so probably them.
Good people over there. I've known them forever, you know. So, well, if you haven't got anything more to say, we're going to let you get out here and go and spend some time with the other seniors.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks
it,
for coming up, Trey.
Thank you.
Okay, that's going to Michael, you got anything else that you want to add before we get off the air here?
I just want to say proud of these seniors, and like I said, just bringing back some emotions for me watching them walk off the court. That's something I relive still to this day in a good way. But it brings back the feelings that we had walking off the court, I think, too.
You know, when you said that at Golden City, I'm trying to even think back if we even did senior nights over there.
Right.
But I'm sure we did. But I've just, you know, as I get older, I forget
Golden
things.
City wasn't still red when you were playing.
No.
Was that a cheap shot?
Maybe when your dad was playing, I don't know. But I think probably before that time, too. So our next broadcast is going to be Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. The girls are going to be in action, and they are playing Clever. They are the 8 seed. They will be playing Clever as the 1 seed, and that is a 1 o'clock start from Aurora. And as long as everybody stays healthy and we don't have any problems, we're going to have video and audio down there, I believe.
Yeah, we haven't tried out the service yet, or I haven't yet in Aurora, so we hope that we have good service. We can do that, but we've had good luck this year.
We did a girls game down there and didn't have no problem other than I flipped the switch and shut us off one time. So Chad said, "What, was you tired of listening to me?" And then Monday night we'll be back in Aurora for the boys game. And we will be following both teams all the way through districts, however far they go. But that is a one and done. You know, if you lose a game, you're out of the districts down there. So, so I want to thank Michael for coming up and helping me tonight. You know, as Chad was out sick, like I said, and you have been listening to the Community National Bank post-game interview and the Bull Insurance post-game show. And we do want to thank all our sponsors. And so that's going to be it for tonight. You've been listening to Lamar Basketball on My Country 101.7.